Oh, my friends, I am so excited because we are back with the untold stories of the diaspora. You don't want to miss the guest today. Just get relaxed, get motivated, and sit wherever you are and let us have fun together, because I believe in the power of the told story. Just join in and let us have fun together on the Jen Sombaga Show. So my friends, I am so excited. If you're driving, I'm going to ask you to park because I don't want an accident as we're enjoying this show today. And we are already here with our guest, a beautiful soul. I want to know why she's so beautiful, why she's looking like that. So just get comfortable and let us have the story, that untold story from this beautiful soul, as I've already told you. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. At last we've met.
Oh my God, because I'm telling you, I've been calling for this lady to be here because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've heard her story sometime, many times. But every time I hear it, I'm motivated. And I was like, I want you on the show. But she's flying, she's in France, she's in London, she's everywhere. I don't know how you make it. Tell these guys.
Sometimes you have to disconnect to connect. Like sometimes you get overwhelmed by the place and it's, it's beating you up. So you just get off, get some fresh refreshment and come back and take it on. So that's why I'm actually privileged that I'm here and I finally made it to the show. And yeah.
So tell the viewers who you are.
Well, my name is Daphne Kosa. I'm a graduate student at Boston Graduate School of Psychoanalysis. I'm pursuing a master's in mental health counseling down the road of becoming a therapist. Wow,
you heard her, right?
Yep.
So where are you from, Daphne?
Originally, I'm Ugandan.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and
I rarely hear that Kosa name. Yeah.
I have a lot of people asking me about the name, and so it's just my great-grandparents were also immigrants that came in Uganda. One was from Ghana, and then my great-grandfather was from England. They settled after the World War in Uganda and had families, and that's how we all came about, like a generation. That's why it's no long. Some people will ask you, why are you Ugandan? Are you? It's confusing.
Okay,
everything. Ugandan, Ghana, England.
You're everything.
Yeah, Seychelles, it all comes. It's a mixture.
You know, sometimes when we talk about immigration or migrating, it's all about coming to the first world. But now I can imagine your parents, some came from Britain and they ended up in Uganda. Wow, welcome on the show, Daphne.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy that you're here today.
Happy to be here.
Oh my goodness. So the viewers are excited because I always tell them these untold stories are to motivate them. They are supposed to move them to where they want to go to. And you're already telling us you're doing masters?
Yes.
And did you come to the United States originally for that? Tell us your story from way back in Uganda.
I came as a student to pursue my master's in international economics and finance. I was given a partial scholarship with Brandeis University. So when we graduated from Makerere University, we were all over the streets looking for jobs, as you know.
Oh, yes.
10 years ago, it's still the same. Looking for what to do, internships, volunteering and things like that. So a friend of mine I had had cousins and family over here and knew about a business school, Brandeis, told us to try it out because it actually gives out scholarships. I did not only stop at Brandeis. I applied in Italy, I applied at Queen Mary University in London, I applied in Netherlands, but I was only given two universities that accepted me. The Queen Mary, but without a scholarship, and then Brandeis with a partial scholarship. And so I remember that email, going through my emails, and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we're just trying.
Yeah.
And it's congratulations, you've been accepted with a partial scholarship.
Did anyone, I want us to take this story very slow for the viewers, because many people have been wanting to know if they want to come here as students. So did anyone help you to do all that preparations, applications and all that, or you did it yourself?
No, I did it myself because I remember asking for my mom to help me with internet banners, but at that point, internet was very expensive. It's not as if like how it is right now. So during the nights, it's free, it's cheaper. We'll sit on websites looking and searching for universities and looking, how to write a clear essay, how to beat that scholarship, like how are you going to outstand, because these are international students. They take, imagine the whole world applying to these universities.
Yes.
And how are they going to pick out these people? You have to step up and be different in your essay and tell your story differently, So we would apply and I submitted and repeat my essays and practice how I'm going to tell my interviews.
Wow.
So by the time I was picked out, I already knew what I was going to say or what I was expecting to be asked.
I think that's what the great young leader of Uganda says, kwebereramu, right?
Exactly.
That is kwebereramu, because kwebereramu, for those of you who don't know, it's a new slogan that was started by one of the leaders in Uganda, that you can do something for yourself. You don't need to wait for the government, for anybody, but you yourself can kwebereramu, right? You can do something for yourself.
Yes.
You did it.
Most people want to be helped. Like they'll ask you, oh, Daphne, help me with scholarship links and things like that. And they want you to apply for them or to actually search for the universities for them. You have to actually step out of your comfort zone and go out there and chase your dreams and look for what you want. If you really know what you want, focus and put your mind to it. Don't expect or count on people to do things for you.
Wow.
That's the
Kwebereramu, yes.
You have to come out and then go for it.
Do something for yourself.
Yes.
Wow. So tell me, you wake up this one morning on the internet, you read your email. Congratulations, Daphne Kose. You're welcome to the United States.
On a partial scholarship. I called my mother and guess what? It's not only a place. We've been given a scholarship, so at least it's reduced what you're going to pay. Because if it's partial, they're covering a year, and so you're covering this other year.
Yes.
But they break it up in semesters. So the next question is like, okay, so what are we going to do about the other half?
Other partial.
But the good thing, the school already would elicit ideas of how you're going to go about it. There were international student loans, but you have to have a co-signer. So that was the bit of a challenge. But by that time, Jen, you think I'm even thinking about this other passion, like, you know what, let's go there, we'll see things.
We'll find everything down there.
Find it there. And I'm already ready and set to go.
Yeah.
So I do the interview process, I get my visa, pack my stuff. It's my first time to actually fly.
Fly?
Yes.
It was your first time?
It was the first time.
Again, I don't want to make it long, but I would say, how was the flight?
It wasn't that bad because you're excited, you're just waiting to. I didn't even sleep. It's 24 hours. They say people actually sleep.
You just want to make sure they land you where you're going.
Yes. So I land here in the big United States, a world of the country, the dreamland.
Yes.
A world of great opportunities.
Yes.
I start off at Brandeis. We start our orientation halfway the semester. Actually, we had just begun a few, and then they come and tell you, Daphne, where is this other half?
Okay.
So I remember laughing at myself. Like,
yes.
This used to be, and I was just, I didn't know what to do because I knew that there were student loans, but at that I didn't want to know. I'm already in school, as if I'm already settled. So they come to you, tell you, so you have to actually bring this other half, and that's when I call on to my friends that I knew. I had a few acquaintances at that time, and I asked around. I was lucky to get a co-signer, but just that unfortunately he had bad credit. I had to be denied, and that's when they cut off my service. And
I can imagine someone coming to you, unfortunately, Daphne, we are so sorry, we can't.
Exactly.
How did you feel at that moment?
I was crushed. This was my dream, this was my passion. Way back in Uganda when I was at university, I studied hard to make sure I get a 4 point, like any GPA above 4, to come and pursue my master's abroad.
You worked hard.
I really, really worked hard. So then, the dean and everything, the committee telling you that they can't actually take you on. I had to ask, can I have a job at the school? I figured it out. Like, I can do the research assistant jobs or small gigs, work for the
very
restaurant.
Flexible girl. I love that.
You always have to have something to back you up. So, but unfortunately, even if I had done those jobs, it wasn't still going to sum up to, you know, Brandeis is very costly, and you have to come prepared.
Yeah.
And I wasn't prepared to that extent.
Okay.
So I had to fall out. I was really depressed. I remember being frustrated.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Anxious. And my next step was asking my mom, so do I come back home? Should we look for the visa for their ticket and buy it and go back home? But I had a very good friend at that time who actually became my partner at the time and told me, no, this is not the end of it. Everybody comes here to get to make themselves better. Why are you going back home? We can figure it out. So I had to become a babysitter.
You became a babysitter.
Yes.
Guys, did you hear that?
Yes.
Someone from Brandeis willing to become a babysitter. So if you're out there and you're planning to come, you have to be willing to be flexible.
Yes.
That flexibility, I love that from you.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to flex, right?
Yes.
So you become a babysitter. How was that experience?
It was tough.
It must have been.
I've never been.
I can imagine.
This is the first time you're actually taking care of kids. I love kids, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, she's good with kids.
It was fun. The parents just made it a little bit tough because, you know, they want to keep you in that place to look after their children. They wouldn't enhance you to go further or enlighten you about other ideas. You know, you can try this or try that. You have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
There was some parents that actually would really call you words and names.
I have heard of a story where someone told me that someone could intimidate them to say, oh, I'm going to call 911 on you because they know maybe you're not yet legal.
You know? Yes.
Whoa, yeah.
And at that point, because I had switched from the F1 visa, student visa, into a visitor's visa, I was still legal.
Yeah, okay, you were still legal.
I was still legal.
Yes.
Because I just diverted I made sure I don't lose my
your legality.
Yes. I was still like, I could still be here without having any problems.
With the government. Yeah. But still, you are not being taken good care of with the...
Not all of them. In those, in some families were really warm, and I thank you wherever you are. And then you know you have to move on.
Yes, you have to.
Place. Sometimes they no longer need your services, and you have to look for another
place.
And as I moved in these different homes, some were horrible, some would take you to be. You know, this is where you're going to be. This is your life, and that's where you actually.
I think my viewers. This is for all of us. I really want to say thank you so much for those of you who welcome us in your homes and take good care of us and help us get to other opportunities, and to us who need to change here and there to help others who are just coming in the new place. I think because there is that kind of feeling where people say, now you know, like trying to let others go through the hardship you went through. I think we need to change in those areas of life, because now here we are talking with a great lady, right?
Thank you so much. Yes.
Because you wouldn't just be babysitting is not bad actually, but I mean, if someone has an opportunity to improve themselves, why not?
Why not? And so where I actually started, where my depression was exacerbated was I started feeling like a disappointment in myself.
Oh yeah.
I felt like this is the end of my road. I felt neglected. I had fear in me to come out, to step out and do something else. I was depressed.
Yeah, you felt your dreams shattered. Yeah.
I did not actually feel they were shattered. They were actually shattered.
Shattered, yeah.
Yes. So throughout those years going forward, I actually battled a lot of mental health and illnesses. I had insomnia. I could not sleep. You know, when you have constant worries, it's hard to put your
You're
eyes
like, oh my God, you had said bye to everyone back there. And I'm done with it. I'm going to the US.
Yes. So now,
and now here you are, stuck.
And how I came out of that, and I can tell people who are also going through that, because, you know, mental health, the mind is a powerful weapon you've got.
Yes.
If you can actually articulate and get into your subconscious mind and be forward and speak to all these other backlining lies that it speaks to you, you can get out of it.
Yes.
I had a good support system. I had you, Jen. I remember you calling several times, coming in, bringing the pastor of your church at that time to pray for me. I remember Christine was in Indiana at that time, constantly waking me up, but this is more than you. This is not you. You can do that. Get out. This is nothing. Everybody comes to. I went through the same. You're not the only one, actually. So snap out of it.
Yes.
My partner at that point actually it was my gear. You know, go and find a job. Find something else.
Yes.
You know.
I remember what you're doing right now out of school. You're doing you did your course somehow.
I actually, after babysitting, I came out of it. I went and studied my certified nursing assistant license.
Yes.
You gave me accommodation and thank you so much.
Yes,
it was tough by that time because first of all, you don't drive, you take the trains from far and the location of the school was miles away from where I was staying at that point. But I had to step out of my comfort zone, walk to the school back and forth until I found a kind lady from class in the snow. And she's like, you know what, we go to the same school, I'll be giving you rides. And from then, I went to the clinicals and got my license and got my first job. That was my actual first source of income. And I did not stop there. I gained my experience. In 2016, went to nursing school, Queen's College. Like everybody
Most times when we come here, thank God I ended up there. I love it and it's always been my dream. But sometimes people end up there and it's not in there, but because the community is doing that.
Nursing was not my thing. I was left with a few prerequisites to enter the program. But I remember looking at myself and
you're like,
this is not for you.
Anatomy and physiology, what are they talking about?
Imagine coming from economics and calculating the
then you're doing
understanding the body and how it's
I know.
And
the G-tube and you're doing
I'm like, this is not for me. I love taking care of people. And shout out to all the nurses out there.
More so in this time of COVID, it was so crazy. They've been the heroes. And all the health workers out there, we say thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Some of us, it wasn't my thing, but from the past experiences with mental health, battling mental health on and on, I got the passion in helping, in spreading awareness that people should not neglect mental health or stigmatize it as it's a bad thing or a curse or sort of, you know. Look at it as a way of helping others, because you may be fine, but your child may be battling it, or your loved one in your family. So that's how in 2020 I went and searched amongst all the universities like here. I wanted that psychoanalytic school that would teach you from the ground, like from the scratch, to dig in and understand the mind. So I was given at Boston Graduate School of Psychoanalysis, and like I said, I want to become a behavioral therapist, mostly for children, because I love children. I'm going to specialize in children, and at one point I hope to open up.
Definitely, we want you back on the show, because very soon we are tackling this topic of depression. So I would want you to come back. We're going to talk about, because especially depression in our communities, the African communities, is looked at in a different way. I really saw someone who posted and said, so he had a therapist seated on that side, and then a person who had come for therapy on this side, and then this guy had written down there saying, the way God looks at a therapist. So now, in the form of a therapy, it was like a form of a devil. That he thinks that God looks at the therapist as a devil, because many people think that is now
it's a spiritual.
It's so only spiritual and all that, but really it could be a sickness, and it's real.
It's just
like
happening. You get cancer. It's just like you get diabetes. Mental health is also a disease. It's a disease of the mind. So that's why I'm saying sometimes why therapy is important. It just alters the mindset. Instead of feeling into the depressed episodes or the anxiety, it just turns that around and looks towards the light. Like, how can you go about it? How can you go beyond that? Because this is not your life. This is just the mind that is being attacked. So that's why it's stigmatized, and I know why people mostly take it to the other end, or people don't really want to talk about it.
Especially our men, the men out there, they grow, because let's say, especially in Africa, men are raised like they're men, you know? They can't cry, they can't feel pain, and now when they are faced with it, it's hard. I mean, we're gonna come back with that topic. It's very, very
and I'll be
important,
to
and we need
come and share
yes,
the knowledge that I've already grasped from school.
That would be
and
wonderful.
The books that have helped me. You know, I've never gone back ever since. I think 2016 was my breakthrough. Because remember, I used to get diagnosed and in and out of hospital. But from that time, understanding it and knowing, first you have to know what's going on with you, and then what do you want, and how do you tackle those triggers. And that's how I came up. When I feel it, you know, we all feel each other. It's not like as if, oh, I'm completely fine, I'm flying. No, sometimes we actually get into that
of
mode.
Course.
Then just tackle that exact point.
My friends, just keep on this Jen's Omega show, because more, as I always tell you, is yet to come. And I know some of you are running to go to work, some of you are maybe tired from work, maybe others are doing something else, and you would want to be leaving us soon, but stay tuned a little bit, because this beautiful soul you see here is, you know what, I remember where they say, play without, work without play makes Jack. Oh, she's all over the place. She's all over the globe. I saw you one time, you were in the sky, flying out of a plane, Daphne.
I remember I had a work colleague that told me that if you ever walk to the mountain and get to the peak, there is an energy that's released. So, and then he also mentioned that if you ever fly out of a jet or whatever, you know, the skydiving, there's that other whole rebirth. So I'm like, I got to try this out.
Oh my God.
So I went out and tried it out. And apparently, fear, I let go of fear. Last time you were talking about fear, you were talking about chasing dreams.
Yes.
I mean, I'm still on my journey to chase my dreams. I opt in the future, I'll open up my own mental health practice.
And you will.
And whatever disappointment you face in life, disappointment is part of life.
Yes.
It's not an interference.
I always say disappointments can lead us to our appointments. Yes, I believe that.
There's a great saying that says, with great pain, there comes great wisdom. So from whatever past mistakes or whatever has impacted you really negatively, there is something that you always pick out.
Yes.
And you move with that to take you to another level.
It's true.
And that's why I want to tell you that if you feel hit by any situation, it may be different from mine. It may be something else. Get off that ground. Dust yourself up. You may crawl, walk, eventually run. And at one point you're going to fly.
You will.
I mean, and right now I speak about myself because I opened up a charity organization. And it's Asante Charities, sending mental health awareness in Uganda. Especially because, you know, in our country, they really
it's
don't
not talk about it, emphasize about it. Yeah, definitely, I love that talk where you say that sometimes when you go, your friend said when you go up there and then you release, I release in another way. I don't think I'm willing to release
it up
those
there.
up
I
there.
don't think it's for everyone. I know
It's
some
not
people
for
who
me.
are very anxious.
But I love
fear
that.
of heights.
Oh my God.
Everybody who has fear of heights can do it. But
I enjoy
you can
looking
try
at people
something
do it.
else.
Yes.
Meditation, exercising. You can let go of so many things.
So many things. Anyway, I just say sometimes just make a cup of tea for yourself and
relax,
sit and relax.
Watch a nice cup movie, a comedy or something.
And laugh about it. Wow. Wow, Daphne. So every time I sit with you, this is my, some people have, what's that drink?
Red Bull.
The Red Bull that energize, they use it for energy.
Or coffee.
She is my Red Bull. This one, when I'm tired, she will be there and I'll be on the go. I love you, and I'm so excited that you got some time off for you to be on the Jen's Omega show, that someone can listen to your story and get motivated and get excited and move on, you know, because it's not what we go through that makes us. It's what we ought to be that makes us. What do you want to be? Where are you focused? Don't look at the past, look at your way forward, and you will make it in life. Also, anything, do you want to say anything to us, to tell the viewers that I forgot to ask you?
You've actually mentioned, we've mentioned a lot, and just the main point is not to give up on your dreams or your friends. I came over miles away from Uganda just to chase that one dream, and I'm right here in the dream, still pursuing
it.
There's going to be obstacles in your dreams. Just don't look at those obstacles at you. look at where the light is.
The light
and
is,
just
yeah.
follow that light. Don't give up on yourself. Let nothing distract you. Distractions will always be there.
Be there,
Just
yes.
stay focused.
Yeah.
Stay resilient. You can attack whatever weapon is against you. You can do it. If I did it, you too can. And so we'll be motivating each other when we're talking, when we come back and talk about depression. I'm there to give you at least some of the key points that I picked out to make me stronger and who I am. Remember, strength, you have no strength until strength is beyond you.
Yes, yes, it's true.
So get out of your comfort zone and
Yes,
you can do it. Thank you so
can.
much.
Yes.
Like us and follow us. Thank you, Jen, for impacting people. This is really good.
Thank
and
you.
just speaking and touching so many lives, and I'm glad and I'm honored and humbled to be actually part of this show.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate. My friends, we love you so, so much. Just stay on the Jen Somaga Show, and I believe you will be blessed every time you tune in. May God bless you and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.